Alright guys, here is week 3 of my little movie roundup thing. I've got a new batch of movies to go over with you, so let's get to it. First up we have 2001 Maniacs. Now, this is, to my understanding, a remake. I am not sure if the original one is 2001 Maniacs, and I've not seen either. I've seen the straight-to-DVD sequel with my friend Renee, and it was kind of... but, you know, it wasn't terrible. But this one, I've been wanting to see for a while, and it promises to be better. It stars Robert Englund, who is Freddy, for those of you who don't know. But if you don't know, I'm not sure why you're watching this. But that's neither here nor there. Looks interesting, got that, so that's cool. Up next is a movie called Fallen Angels. Now, I have not seen this before. I've actually never heard of it before now, but it has Bill Moseley from the 1,000 Corpses and Devil's Rejects movies and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and Michael Dorn, who plays Worf in Star Trek The Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. So that was interesting enough for me, and I've looked up the plot a little bit, and it has something to do with fallen angel. Well, there's like an angel, fallen angel demon. There's a demon for each of the 7 deadly sins. I guess they're going around murdering people based on the sin. I don't know exactly, but it sounds interesting. I realized I forgot to do the close-up for 2001 Maniacs. There's that for you. And here's the close-up for Fallen Angels. Alright, next up. Now this one is for my friend Kyle, the host and proprietor of 90% of the Jew Cows Podcast Kingdom podcasts. I have Suspiria, Dario Argento movie. This has something to do with a ballet dancer. I know she ends up like hanging herself. It's supposed to be very scary. It's very awesome, apparently. It is Kyle's favorite movie. And since I saw his t-shirt at Horror Hound in March, I've been wanting to see it. So I finally decided to go ahead and pick up well, this is the first time I've seen a copy available, because I shop secondhand mostly. But I picked it up, and I'm hoping I'll enjoy it. So there's that for you guys. And next up we have Let the Right One In. Now this one came out just a couple years back, and it is about a young vampire kid that makes friends with a kid in, like, I don't know, like somewhere in the 80s. I don't know. It is supposedly amazing, and they remade it shortly after they actually released this one as a movie called Let Me In with Chloe Grace whatever, the girl from Kick-Ass and the upcoming Carrie movie and all of that fun junk. And I have Let Me In, but I haven't wanted to watch it because I have not seen Let the Right One In yet. And now I finally have the better of the two, the original anyways, and so I'm looking forward to that. Check that out, guys. So that's next. Here I have Do You Like Hitchcock? Now, this is another Dario Argento movie. Apparently it was a made-for-TV movie. But it's about a kid who is kind of a peeping Tom, and he sees somebody get murdered kind of like in a rear window fashion. He's like looking through. Basically, it's kind of a tribute to Alfred Hitchcock, and the murders end up having something to do with like the Alfred Hitchcock plots, and so I don't know, it's interesting. I've heard nothing but good things about Dario Argento, so I figure why not pick up another one of his movies? So I did. Next up, I have Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Now this would usually be not my cup of tea, really. It's a breakdancing movie, and this is Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Now I've heard the phrase Electric Boogaloo all my life, so you know anytime they're like anytime somebody's like making a joke, it's Hackers 2, Electric Boogaloo, or blah 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 2, Electric Boogaloo. The Electric Boogaloo really caught on, and it's been iconic in my entire life. And I saw a preview for this, and this movie looks ridiculous, and I decided I want to see it. Now, this is so very 80s, that everything is, like, ridiculous, and the clothes are crazy, and it's like rival breakdancing gangs, and it's just amazing. So because of the 80ness of it, I rather enjoy the film. But this is, otherwise I wouldn't. Modern dance films, I despise. Your Step Up, whatever. All those kind of dance movies I think are stupid, really. They take it way too seriously. But I feel like these 80s movies have a bit of a levity to them, which makes them stomachable. All right, and last, but by no means least, Surf Ninjas. I loved this movie growing up. I still love this movie. It's about these surfers that turn out to be extremely talented ninjas. One of them can control what happens by playing a Game Gear. And the Game Gear basically puts out the scenario that's going on right in front of him, and he can play the video game, and he'll dictate how the outcome comes through. And then there's Robert Schneider, before he sucked, and he had a character, whereas he's not really a ninja. He keeps getting his ass saved by these two, but he keeps thinking that he is, and he's trying to figure out his amazing ninja power, and he's just along for the ride. And the bad guy's Leslie Nielsen. He's like a cyborg. Anything you can imagine that Surf Ninjas would be about, it is about. It's just an amazing movie. Can't say anything. I can't recommend it enough. It's a great movie. Surf Ninjas. Check it out. Now, that's all I've got for this week, but there's one thing I do want to bring up. On last week's video, I talked about a movie called Primal, and I made a comment about somebody's dislike of the tentacle rape in it. Now, I've watched this movie now, and I am still ridiculously upset with this person. There is no tentacle rape. There is a tentacle binding, maybe to rape, and there's a strange creature that kind of headbutts this girl's crotch, but they never even take the shorts off, so it's not rape, and she escapes before anything can happen. If anything, it is a tentacle-assisted attempted rape. And that's not, you don't throw out tentacle rape like that. It has to, that's false advertising. Almost every tentacle rape scene I've seen anywhere else has been more graphic and disturbing. So that's that. I mean, the Prime movie turned out to be quite good. Something along the lines of The Ruins. The campers get infected and start killing each other. Whatever. It's clever. But, so that's that. And that's this week's movie roundup. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, leave some comments down below. Tell me any of these movies that you like, that you don't like. Tell me, for the love of God, to stop making these videos about the movies I buy. I shouldn't be this narcissistic, whatever. Just whatever you have on your mind, leave us some comments. And I will be back next week with another movie roundup. Maybe. I've got something going on Friday, but I might do something Saturday. It just depends on what's going on. But if it's not for this, know that next week I will be at the Harley Poe concert and The Shining at the Strand Theater. It's Friday Night Frights. You should go if you can. It's $10. You get to see Harley Poe, which is an amazing band, and then you get to watch The Shining, which is an amazing movie. You can't lose. But yeah, so that's this week and what's happening next week. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good week.